Here we go.
Don't worry about
All right. Welcome to Tuesday Night Torg here on the Iconic Production channel. It promises to be chaos. That is all that I can promise. The chaos is primed. Dogathy is chomping at the bit to unleash the chaos. What?
it. Typically, it's plural.
Yeah, she is
And it's champion.
champing?
Yeah.
I am sorry. We're here on the Iconic Production channel. This is Tuesday Night. Mr. Furious, hello, all the ampersand. Yes. So many players. So many players. This is the Fet 5, which consists of Kowalski, Morrigan, Kit, Zorba, and Brother Block, and the B team, which consists of Reggie, Shelley, Alistair, Malachi. So, when we last left off, I rewatched the episode from last week to do a recap. Nah, there's too much. Let me sum up. The voice of the Headless is enacting his revenge against not only the Fet 5, but Dr. Mobius, who, at the premiere of 1001 Inventions of Dr. Mobius, which the group has suborned into a wonderful propaganda piece against Dr. Mobius instead of the film's original intent, which is for Dr. Mobius. Two giant Storm Knight-powered possibility robots emerged from the props and the backdrop to attack Dr. Mobius. One was filled with Morrigan's old team, who has been missing since Morrigan had been rescued from Torg. The other was filled with the B team, who had been captured many moons ago, trying to stop the Nabateans from enacting a ritual, which they failed to do. They were all mind controlled by whatever entity was in the pit at Pet. The Fet 5 were able to free most of the B team. The last remaining member of the B team, Reginald, also known as Reggie, and Alistair's best friend, was sucked into the robot, which turned into a large tank. And Reggie has not been seen. Alistair is currently using his claymore as a can opener in an attempt to free Reggie. Greg! Good to have you here. Glad to see you back in the chat. So, all of that happened, and then in the midst of it, as Dr. Mobius fought with the voice of the Headless, the last thing that happened was Zorba, who had not taken a aggressive move the whole fight, instead set up the all of the scenes from the movie that showed kind of what a maroon Dr. Mobius was compared to the
Person playing Dr.
the
Mobius.
person playing Dr. Mobius. He then played a Star-Crossed Lovers Cosm card, not on Dr. Mobius, not on the voice of the Headless, but on Apophis itself, Dr. Mobius's darkness device. And that is where we're going to start. That's a recap. In the words of Ron Howard, that is how you narrate an episode. Gabe, I'm going to let you be the one to tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Do you want me to cut?
No.
Okay. Gabe's like, I don't want none of this.
It's key.
Volley of bullets.
Ha-ha.
Fire combat with weapons with 5 or more ammo may fire short bursts, and all firearms ignore malfunctions this round. Heroes go first. Maneuver is the approved action. And villains get an up. So they'll be rolling 2d20 for every action they take.
Like that. Ooh.
So,
Love that.
we have established that all of Mobius's guards have either been intimidated, dealt with, or taken out of the fight. Brother Block carefully crafted a kill box and then realized that all of the innocent civilians were trapped in said kill box, and they were screaming, "Oh no, why can't we leave?" And created a path out, but has to go rescue Kowalski, who is currently being attacked by a tank. So that will be your action. You have to do that in this round, Brother Block. And then, what am I missing? Oh, right. As you called out to Apophis, you guys all see possibility energies just flying, blue and red lightning bolts connecting Dr. Mobius and Zorba. And so here's what's going to happen. This first round, I'm going to give you some pretty slick stuff there, Zorba. But Dr. Mobius is not going to take this lying down. And so this will be a seduce off for Apophis' love, or at least attention, round by round. So enjoy your first round of delightful darkness device dominion, because that may fail.
All right.
So heroes get to go first. We're gonna let Brother Block go first. Kowalski is about to be run over by a tank.
First, I'll do a tiny little bit of card play. I would like to play an attuned card to
Okay.
give myself a second Cosm card. I do have mistaken identity, but I don't think that's going to help out in this situation.
Okay. Let me. No one else has captured as their cosmic card, correct?
Nope.
Captured is your cosmic card, your second cosmic card, Brother Block.
Could you tell me its effect, please?
Sure, you and anyone with you are captured by the enemy forces and brought back to their base of operations. They take weapons, but do not search for any non-obvious weapons or remove your armor.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. So I'll also play a flurry card so that I can go again after my automatic must attack the robot.
Okay.
And then now I will swing the God Hammer on the robot's opposite foot. I believe in the vision I saw the foot crushing Kowalski.
Yes. Well, that robot is the one that transformed into the tank and is now like going to roll over Kowalski.
Oh, okay. Then this is a it's more like a golf swing to the underbelly of the front of the tank.
Nice. Please make the roll.
So I rolled an 18, which is a +5 to my so altogether an 18 altogether, a +5 to my 13 melee weapons.
All right, that is a good success. Please roll the damage die.
All right. I need a 6-sided die for my bonus die of damage. So it'll just be 17 points of damage.
Cool. So Kowalski, as you are now on top of this tank, you see Brother Block just charging. What do you say as your ally, who again has played that bromance card?
I give him finger guns. Looking good, buddy!
Brother Block, as you go running up, the tank starts shooting at you, and you bring that hammer up in an uppercut, and you all see the bottom of the hammer connect with Kowalski's jaw and send him flying backwards. You take a wound in 2 shots. Would you like to soak it?
Think of it.
Okay.
So I guess that's
Also, that hammer is unwieldy, so anytime it hits anyone, they're also stymied. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, other question. Does it do extra damage to supernatural evil by any chance?
It does not.
Hey! Finally! Alright, so I'm going to try and soak that, spend one of my possibilities. Probably going to need that later, but hey. It's an 18, that's not so bad. +5, so that's reality, right?
Yes.
So that's 18.
18? Okay, so you take no damage from it. You're lifted up.
I have a read.
Yeah, your jaw has...
My jaw is.
You have the jaw of Zulu.
I may not have the brain casing I think I have, but my jaw.
Yes, that's right.
Brand.
It's a glass skull, not your jaw.
Yeah.
All right, so you're taking a flurry. So, Brother Black, the way this works, you are currently being mind controlled by the voice of the Headless. You must take an entire turn to try and shake it off. Otherwise, in the voice of the Headless's turn, he can just take control of you, like he did. Cool. What do you want to do with your flurry?
Oh, everyone else has to go before
right.
I can go.
Everyone else gets to go. Who would like to go? Just 6 more of you.
All right.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Alistair, if you are trying to can opener open the tank, would you like me to try and cast my calculate weakness to find a called shot way in?
I'd certainly cut back on the amount of clanging and smashing I'm going to do.
Then I would like to do that.
All right, go for it.
I rolled a 19
Unacceptable.
plus 6, and this
Okay.
one is a whatever this is.
Oh, it's high roll.
So it's a 21.
All right, so a 21, and this is versus their dodge, correct?
It just says DN10 standard.
Okay, then you have a outstanding success.
Oh, great. Okay, so it already does the armor piercing 2, and then also an extra bonus die of damage.
All right, so if you take the -4 hit, Alistair, you'll get AP2 and an extra bonus die of damage on top of whatever you were doing.
Or the good gets an AP4. Would it be AP4
It is
plus the
AP4,
bonus?
yep.
Okay, yeah, AP4 plus the bonus die.
Excellent.
All right, so what does this look like, kid?
So I'm kind of moving a little out of the way. There's a lot going on, but having done all my training, am checking out this weird tank that I never would have seen in my original life. Very excited. Pull the pencil from behind my ear, unwrap my arm a little bit, run all these calculations, and then just start shouting it really loudly, like 0 chill.
Not there, there, under, yes, there.
Yeah.
Alistair, you are up.
Great, well then I'm going to go ahead and take that shot on the weak spot so I can dig my friend out of yet another hole.
Yeah, I was thinking about it on the way here. At this point, Reggie has spent more time mind-controlled and locked in enclosed spaces than he has spent doing almost anything else. He's gonna.
All of my
Except get
campaigns.
that one medal.
That's right. You got that one medal, and all my campaigns do seem to need a
Don't
damsel
worry,
in
Reggie.
distress.
We've noticed.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm gonna get a desk job after this.
So
I would
I'm
like to
going to
retire.
go ahead and all-out attack.
All right.
I'm gonna move to another castle.
All right, so that will reduce the. You will take no penalty to the attack roll, combined with the call shots.
So now we're looking at a 17.
A 17.
Yeah, for the attack.
That is a standard success on the
Excellent.
robot.
Good. Let's see. So I get the bonus die for the find weakness.
Yep.
I will take 3 points of shock for another one.
All right. Group is coming together.
And alright, and that's what I'll think I'll stop with.
All right.
Alright, so that's 8. 23 for damage. AP4.
23 for damage, AP4. You get the feeling that without that find weakness, you would have done nothing. But because Kit directed you right to the point where the weakness was, you carve open a huge chunk out of this tank. And as you look in, you can see that what's inside doesn't look like what you were expecting. Alistair, you are a seasoned, nay, beta-rated Storm Knight. You have seen it all. You have been to the jungles of the living lands, flown on the back of a giant hang glider designed by one of your allies. You have seen it's out of like
Reggie in a
logs.
bikini.
Yeah, you've seen Reggie in a bikini. You have saved Cold. And in fact, it's really interesting that all three of those things were mentioned in the same thing, because what you see inside of this Nile Empire style tank, Reggie is currently being, there are tubes, vine-like tubes that are piercing into his flesh. One has kind of like swamped over his face. You can see the telltale glow of vril energy. And Reggie is currently being forcibly inducted into the tank.
All right, this is no excuse for lying down on the job, Reggie.
The one you can see is like wide open and like fixes on you. Sorry, Ben.
Oh no! Wow. Okay.
Short straw.
Yeah, I did.
Who is next?
All right. So I'm already airborne, right?
You are currently slow motion flying.
So
Through the
Kowalski was not aware we were doing the 9 iron maneuver.
Is that one of your special
That's
maneuvers?
something that he and I have worked on for quite a while.
The 9 iron maneuver?
But he's gonna roll with it because he had ideas. So now that he's already flying.
Yeah, you can smell the telltale scent of torment and suffering coming from the pierced hull of the tank.
I'm gonna spread my wings because I got them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not very big. They're not awesome, but I'm gonna spread my wings and I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of glide over to the other giant.
The voice
mech.
of the headless
The
robot?
voice of the headless mech.
All right.
So that's a maneuver.
That is, let's make that a maneuver.
All right.
Do you want to do anything else once you get there? Or do you
When I get there,
This
yes.
is a multi-action.
Okay. When I get there, I'm gonna have this ready. As I'm flying, I'm gonna pull out my Deegan psychic jack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jack into this thing. It's gonna be mine, baby. I'm gonna pop all those pods open. I'm gonna take the entire robot.
This is the one that the voice of the headless is also attached to?
Well, yeah, he's gonna have to leave.
Great.
Yes,
This
Yes.
sounds like it's going to go very well. Kit's not concerned at all.
love it.
You're busy, Mom.
Ugh.
Seems we're having some technical
Hold
weirdness.
on, sorry guys, I gotta get that other one cleared. There we go. All right, thanks. All right. Everyone right where they're supposed to be? Excellent.
So it's a maneuver,
It's-
and then what would that other one be?
Good question. What's it going to be, Ben?
You know, let's see here.
I'd allow computers.
Okay, but it's a psychic robot.
It is a psychic robot.
Apparently powered by the psychic energies of her former team.
Yep.
And also the voice of the headless.
Yeah, also the voice that has the greatest psychic of our age.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
like how you That's not the one that worries me.
So I'm assuming we could do potentially a willpower check,
Well,
or
I mean,
potentially a reality check.
I would prefer a telepathy check.
I don't have telepathy, man.
Oh.
We're not doing that.
Doesn't it? Let's start with a reality check. You're going to try and impose your reality
Right.
on this thing, because you can tell that there is Darkholdian tech in here.
Yep. All right. So roll first. I guess just roll.
You roll once.
We go, baby. Natural frickin' 1.
Yes, yes.
You
Oh,
can't set a
God.
possibility on a
Darn it!
anyone to be second chance in your pool.
Ah.
I have it in my hand, but I can't play it yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Amazing.
All right, so
Deeply
perfect.
funny.
another block, you just sort of arc up, wings spreading beautifully as you head towards this thing. And you're not one of the bolts of possibility energy just sort of hits you, and all upward lift is just negated, and you crash right down. You're very stymied and very vulnerable.
And very embarrassed.
That maneuver was easier in the safe house.
Yeah, because I don't think none of those would have violated the cosm. I don't think you disconnect. No, I think you have to make a disconnect check because you rolled.
Awesome.
You are definitely using things that violate the cosm laws.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that in a second. Who's going next? This might be the most cool thing.
Do I get a card for attempting maneuver?
No, you have to speak. You do have to succeed.
Get one in your pool.
I'm having flashbacks to listening to Cubs games as I was growing up and hearing Harry Carey go, "It's hot!" into the dirt. So cool. Your wings have caused you to. Well, Evan, good to see you, buddy. All right, so I have. It is Shelley, Morrigan, Malachi, and Zorba are left. Shelley and Morgan, let's just toss the ball over to you. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to turn to this somewhat uptight looking woman who brought, hellfire down upon everything. And say and ask her, would you mind doing a fire and ice combo again on this other robot?
Sure thing.
And I
It's really
will
the bun.
do
The bun is severe.
ice burst on a shoulder joint
Okay.
in order then for Shelly to do some, fireworks and
Yep.
hopefully get the arm to pop off.
All right.
This is the one with my old teammates.
This is the one with your old team.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I know you got it. Someday you'll laugh with us.
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay. It was where is it? 14. Does a 17 hit?
A 17.
Dodge dex.
Yes, it hits a. It is a standard success.
Okay. It takes 14 damage. And it gets covered in ice.
So that is not enough to damage the outside of it, Morgan. Does it still
All right.
case it with ice?
Yeah, I'll still encase it in ice.
Okay. So it's a thin sheet of ice, but not enough to like really hamper it or damage it in any.
Sure. Okay.
Shelly, hellfire, possibly a little brimstone.
Yeah, why not? No, that's a natural one.
Shelly,
Going
what's
so
the axiom on your spell? Do you know what that is off the top of your head?
16.
Mr. Curious, will I move on to Mordecai? Never mind, I got it right here. Shelly, that is a disconnection from you as you reach out to call upon the Lord to. Wait, it's a miracle, right? Not magic. Let me double check the spirit, because that could be different.
Yes, it is a miracle.
Spirit is fine. That does not cause a contradiction. All right. So you are fine. Only you, sir. All right. So that just fails. You go to call on the hellfire, and you find that your invectives are not invicti enough. Malachi, and then we'll round out with Zorba.
First of all, Malachi will saunter by Kit and say, "Madam, you are stunning."
Finally, someone recognizes that.
Brother Block,
I
you
hope she
may
has a
have
couple
a.
quotes out. I'll like if she has a bug on her, I shall take it and keep it for myself.
Malachi, you earned a Nile Empire possibility for that.
Wonderful.
That is
Thank you
just
very
so
much.
sweet.
And then, JM, I would like to know, Dr. Mobius's willpower or spirit.
22.
22.
Yes.
Excellent.
Seems high.
Being faced with a true opponent, finally worthy of the great Malachi
Mookish paw.
I will attempt to cast Diminish on the charisma of Dr. Mobius. I shall move my hands in a magical way and say, Pee Wee Herman, Jerry Lewis, Friend Zone!
It exploded.
Okay. So I rolled a 56 on the dice.
Okay.
So he's going to go ahead and immediately spend that Nile possibility that he just got.
All right.
Does anyone have a glory?
Oh, wait.
We have a
We
glory.
have the glory in the pool.
Yes.
Yep, all my cards are in the
And I
pool.
will be, if you can, I think you can't see it. This is an actual official Torg dice. Saved for a moment just like this. It's a 12, so that makes me a 68 to diminish the charisma. Oh wait, plus. It has to do the algorithm out.
That's a 6. That is a 16 plus 16 on the die. Actually,
Okay.
I'm going to be a dick. No, he can't.
And
The Pompous isn't under his control. He can't negate the possibility.
So can I go ahead and play my glory then?
Jenny, please read the glory.
Or are they different?
No, just
Okay. Play after a
that's
die.
That's a 31, which I believe then is it's a good success.
it's a good success.
Not an outstanding.
Nope. What does that do?
Oh, that'll reduce his charisma by 2.
Okay. All right.
All right. Play after a die roll of 60 plus to refill all the orbs in a zone with possibility energy. All player characters immediately receive 1 possibility and draw a destiny card. Hand size is increased by 1 until the end of the next act. Only 1 glory card may be played
All right.
per die.
All right. All of you get a possibility, and I'm going to hand it.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice job, Malachi.
All right. Kowalski,
You beat me.
Kit,
Thank you.
Zorba, Reggie. You still can't use them. Shelly, you get reconnect.
Can you tell me, is that just if I disconnect, I reconnect?
You can reconnect without a test. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
you
good
should
timing
trade-
for that.
You should trade that card to Kowalski right now.
I was
Got me in the pool, right?
yeah.
You can trade hand to hand or pool to pool.
That's right. Monologue for Becca. You can sacrifice your turn to make a stirring speech. You can negate the status line effect of a hero or a villain conflict line. Alistair, you got an easy one. Action.
That's another one.
Brother Block, willpower. And Malachi,
You want to trade, Maddie?
What?
You want to trade for that reconnect?
Sure. What do you want to trade for?
I have second wind, romance, and just a flesh wound.
I'll do the first one, second wind.
Okay.
So, as Malachi's spell goes off, everyone in the area sees Dr. Mobius for the cad that he is compared to Zorba. And
That's deeply ironic.
The irony is not. And all of the people who were previously rushing to safety now turn and see the propaganda film for what it is. See Mobius in this light and immediately start booing and razzing him and cheering Zorba. All of this area of Istanbul possibility reflows into it, and if you guys were to take out Astila, you could reclaim part of Istanbul for quarter. Zorba, it's your turn.
All right. Explain a little bit more about my situation. We've got possibility energy arcing back and forth between
Yes.
me and Dr. Mobius
Yes.
as we.
As you war for control
Yes.
of Apophis.
Mhm.
Now, at this point, Apophis is under your control, so you can take your action as normal.
Mhm.
You also have a couple of additional options. You could create a dim thread, so a teleportation link between here or anywhere else in the Nile Empire.
Mhm.
You could spend possibilities from Apophis on your rolls.
Mhm.
You could grant possibility to up to two to four possibility to anyone at the table once.
Mhm.
You may use one of the darkness devices skill and transfer it to somebody to use for a roll. And then also you have just, there's also the negation perk in which you may spend a possibility to cancel someone else's use of the possibility.
Okay. And what do I need?
Apophis is like whispering in your ear. You can feel the darkness kind of slipping a hand coldly around that shriveled sack of your soul as it starts to say, "Now why should I leave Mobius, ruler of 8 empires, or one so shallow as yourself? Shush, Mobius. The adults are talking."
So this is gonna be interesting. I'm going to use my mind control on Mobius, I believe. What is his willpower?
22.
22. Okay. Now my mind control allows me to use what's his mind?
His mind is 18.
18. Okay, so I'm going to do it against
No,
him.
it's if he doesn't have
he gets to
willpower.
choose?
If he doesn't have willpower, it defaults to the target.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my persuasion
Okay.
against his willpower, and I'm going to use my
This is your fault, Mr. Furious. Like
special ability to add. So I'm going to spend a possibility to add 5 to my charisma attribute against a single target.
Okay.
Which is going to be Dr. Mobius. So against Dr. Mobius, my persuasion is a 20.
Okay.
And I'm rolling to mind control him to do one single thing. It's 5, so I'm going to definitely spend possibility on that. And that's a little bit better. And I'm going to spend, let's see, so that gives me,
+4.
yeah, so that'd be a 24.
Which is enough to get a standard success on the mind control. So in your next action, you can
That'd be
you can use your actions to move and control Mobius.
I just use my action.
So this,
So next turn.
next turn. So he can't do anything this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. You cannot force him to spend possibility. All right. Well, Mobius is out of it right now. He's already. All right. Well.
That's only the first half of my answer to Apophis.
That's fair. As you stand there and watch, darkness seems to spread in an arcing dome around Mobius and Zorba. At this point, Reggie screams in pain from inside the tank. And Reggie, would you just do me a little favor and give me a fire combat? Roll.
All right, here we go. Fire combat. It's his thing.
It is his thing.
Thankfully, it's a 6. So that's -4.
No, here.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I got
man.
that positive. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I got you.
that's better. That's better. It's a 16. So
So at 20,
20. Yeah, it gets up to a 20. Okay, yeah. 16 plus 6 is 22. I got to math. 8 plus 20, so that's a 28.
that's a 28 you said.
28. Yeah. Its fire combat is base 20.
All right. So the tank turns and swivels and fires at Zorba and Dr. Mobius at the same time because Reggie is under the control of the voice of the Headless, who sees his chance. And it is a medium blast, so that will hit. Do you have possibility to spend for soak? Well, you do because you have the darkness
Yeah.
device. He said, "Thank you." Greg's sitting there at the other end of the channel, going, "What the?" All right, so I just want to look up what the immortality ability is. You're just not affected by aging. You can't be bloated. So that is a outstanding success against you at a 22. So
So the voice of the head. Okay.
yeah, this is the robot.
The robot is targeting me.
The robot is targeting Mobius. You happen to be in the blast radius.
All
But that's an outstanding success against you, and the now vulnerable hello Mobius. You got a 22.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a standard success against Mobius.
28, excuse me.
All right, Reggie, would you please roll 2 bonus dice?
Yes, I would.
I want roll 1. That is what's going to apply. So that's a 2.
Mhm.
All right, and then roll again for Dr. Mobius or for Torg.
3.
So a total of 5.
Mhm.
All right, so that's a toughness 13, EP 6. So that's 15. So that will be get that 15. So that'll be 3 wounds and 6 shock against Mobius, who will be soaking with personal possibility, not with darkness device possibility. And against the Zorba, who is Zorba, has a toughness of 7.
I can soak.
It's 18 wounds, 30 shock.
I can soak.
Should have been standing there.
My good friend Zorba. That will be 4 wounds and 8 shock.
I will soak.
If you don't, you...
Mobius got a natural 20.
That's not bad.
I got a 15 on myself.
Do you want to spend possibility to increase that?
Do I need to?
So a 15 on your soak only gets you rid of 2 wounds and all of the
Wait.
shock.
Does the soak plus reality or
It's yeah. So if you roll a 15, it's plus 2. So 35.
This one's plus.
Oh, I'm calculating this wrong. Oh, that's only a
Dr.
10.
Mobius is fine.
That's only a 10. So then I need to
He's going to attempt it. Yes. Mr. Serious.
absolutely spend possibility on that.
Wait, Zorba.
Mhm.
I can trade you a card in my pool.
Okay. I have a drama in my pool if you'd like it.
It's called. Okay, I'll take it. It's called Close Call.
Uh-huh.
And you get an outstanding success on a soak roll.
Perfect.
Okay.
Done. You now have a drama card.
Well,
That's what you get for dealing with Zorba. You get drama.
You get
that makes sense.
all the drama. All right. Mobius is going to try and break free.
Did I have to do a reality connect check?
Not yet. It's not. You
No.
haven't taken it.
So is this? It's at the start of his turn or at the start of the turn?
At the start of yours, he gets to break free on his turn.
It's on his turn,
Yeah.
or
After establishing control,
yeah.
the side may use his actions to move with the target body or using both as a multi-action.
Okay.
So, like, Brother Block got a chance to make a willpower test and did not succeed.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, let's try this.
Is the target my
The dulcet tones.
My
of Freddie
persuasion?
Mercury.
Yeah. What's your persuasion?
against Mobius? It's 20.
He's very stymied due to office being taken away from him.
I'm gonna use like whatever Apophis power I have to just like.
You can negate his possibility.
I'm gonna negate his possibility
Okay.
spend.
So we'll just assume that he's going to roll that. It's a 10.
Spinning.
7. It's only a +4, which gets him. You're actually at he has a -6 to his target to break free, which drops him from a 22 to a 16. He got a +4, which gets him to a 20. Is that the target number that he needs?
Yes.
All right, so you managed to basically prevent, because I can't spend a possibility. You're going to negate it. So you have controlled him. You've shamed him, and he can't try and break your control over Apophis this turn. The
But
voice
he's no longer mind controlled.
he is no longer mine.
All right.
There is cackling with glee of the voice of the Headless as he just laughs at. No, I'm playing as he laughs at the ineptitude of everything that he sees in front of him. This mechanical tinny. At Kowalski in the dirt. At a light rhyming of ice on his shoulder. Of Shelley, like just little sparks of hellfire, really more the scent of sulfur than anything at this point. Of Alistair, who's cutting open this thing. Of Kit, who's
writing on herself.
writing on it. Although he does notice the touching moment between Malachi and Kit. Of Brother Block attacking his own people. And of Zorba being in a battle of sexy stares with Dr. Mobius. You assume.
I'd like to note that probably Malachi's going to eat that bug later.
Yeah, no, we all. Not a question in my mind. Not a question in my mind. However, B and C are on this, so
All right.
the robot will take 2 actions.
Okay.
What was the effect of Malachi's spell on Mobius?
It reduces charisma by 2.
Okay.
Yes, not his willpower though.
Yeah.
So.
And
Yes.
I want to spend my master plan card to take that close call out of the.
Discard pile is yours.
Yeah.
Wait,
Thank you.
Block did a flurry.
Oh, Block, you got your flurry before Voice of the Headless gets to go.
Yes, but all I can do is attempt to escape the control of the voice of the Headless.
That is correct.
You're done.
Oh, what do I need to do that? I rolled a 17.
You need a
do
willpower.
I do that on my faith?
You need to
Or
make
do I
a
have
will.
to do that on willpower.
It's a willpower, and you're at -2. And the target number is the Headless's telepathy, which is 20.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I didn't break free.
Would you like a drama card?
Well, let's see. So my willpower is a 7. I have an 11, but what'd you say my negative was? 4?
-2.
-2, so I'm at 9, and I have to get to 20.
You do.
Yeah. I will. I'll trade you a willpower.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm gonna play a drama. And now I'm at a now I'm at a 12, and so I'll spend a possibility. still didn't get it. I'm mind controlled.
Okay. All right. So there's gonna be a lot of multi-action. So first of all, Brother Block, would you make a melee attack, please,
Absolutely.
against the Fates? Like that tank looks like it's about to roll over Kowalski.
That is a 17.
I'm gonna have to spend a possibility on your behalf. So can you roll a possibility on that, good sir?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Now my
What,
dice.
16 plus 6, it makes it a 22. So that makes it a 21.
A 21 versus
You're doing the 9-iron route, man.
so a 21 is a good success. Please roll damage. You cannot soak because you are disconnected.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is a 16.
16 damage, which is up 4, so that's just 2 shock.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
All right. So several things happen at once. Kowalski, or Brother Block, attacks Kowalski, and you all hear the sound of a robot screaming coming from inside the device as RWA, Morrigan's robot friend, is tortured inside the voice of the Headless robot. And that hits Kit, Shelley, and Morrigan. It is a sonic attack. So, that is an 11. Also, the other attack, the ice rage is just, or the heat rage is doing just like scores the earth, scorching, letting you know that it has a heat ray, and it would be dangerous if it actually knew where to aim. So an 18 is +5. So, all right, that hits.
I would like to play opponent fails.
Right then. On to the next card then. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Brother Block, I'm gonna need you to roll one more die of damage because you are very vulnerable to that attack.
That's true.
It is bed versus bed.
Were those words?
What?
Were those words?
They were words.
Oh,
Those are
so
nature.
that'd be 9 more points of damage?
Why, man?
That's 2 wounds and 4 shots.
Damn. Okay.
It, like Bane, the hammer comes down right on your back. You broke the tank good. One more hit like that, Brother Block, and that tank isn't harming
Oh my
anyone
goodness.
ever again.
The best part is Kowalski's not even our tank.
He's really not.
The next card is the tension rises. All players must discard a destiny card from their hands,
Okay.
not from the action pool. And heroes will go first, and villains have a maneuver.
I'm discarding romance.
Well,
Time for love.
Well, she just doesn't believe in it anymore.
No, man, that
It's
was
changed me.
Kowalski, do you want to trade our cards that are in our hand?
Sure. Let's see here.
Oh, also, I want a,
This is the only other one I've got.
I don't care.
Okay.
I want
Kind
a
of
connection card,
I
please.
don't think you can trade those.
Oh, I can't trade those?
That's one of my
The only other one I've got is just a flesh
and
wound.
one.
So, so probably.
Up to you then.
I will get you.
All right,
It's
then.
fine.
All right, so heroes, who's going first?
You can bribe me not to play it, and so as not to make your fight more complicated.
Wait,
At this point,
what are the things?
oh, the approved action, thank you, are once again maneuver.
Okay, thank you.
Who's going first?
Can you
Block
remind
will
me?
try again to break free of the power of the mind of the Headless.
Okay.
All right. All right. So that time I rolled a 36 to begin with. which is a plus 11. So I'm already at 18.
You're so
I'm
close.
gonna put a possibility on that.
That'll be enough to break free. And you may not be mind controlled again for the remainder of the scene.
Ooh.
Cool.
All right. So, Brother Block, as you stand back, ready to bring the hammer down on the oil and twisted metal wreckage of the tank that you attack, you instead see the oil and twisted metal wreckage of Kowalski's cyber spine.
Oh God!
As he lays on the ground, wings spread out, just kind of little dust cloud.
I fall on the ground. I shoot my gun into the air out of complete sadness, and I cradle him from what at a distance is clearly a pieta.
Kowalski's like, dude, that is really not what we practiced.
You cough up blood, something small about the size of the kiwi fruit. You don't feel anything missing. That's right. Kowalski does make a very impressive bug in the windshield cosplay. All right, who's going next? Kowalski, you want to go next? You want to try your reconnect attempt?
You have to do
this for free at the start of your turn.
Okay, so just for free, just get roll.
Yeah, give me a reality check.
Now I do have a reconnect card.
You could just play it and
I'm
not even roll.
going to play that.
Okay.
Alright, no roll. Now do I get to
You still
another
get
action?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
I'll reach up and like pat the side of Brother Block's face. It's okay, man. I get it. Is there any way he's currently not controlled, right?
He is.
So he broke free.
He is broke free.
All right. Okay. In that case, how far away is the giant other robot?
Oh. As you look around, the shadow of its foot falls upon you. The foot's about to fall upon you on its turn.
Okay. So let's see here. I guess I would like to climb the thing.
You maneuver. Okay. Multi-action again. Same thing as before.
We're gonna try it again.
All right, so it's the pudding team.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Am I still stymied? And
Oh, yeah, you've shaken that.
Okay, that's good because -4 on this is
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, actually, no. You haven't made a roll since you were very stymied. So you are still stymied. I'm sorry, it's a -4. So you're at a -6 to do both actions, or it's just a -4 if you just.
All right. Well, I've got a second chance in my pool,
Okay,
so
go for it.
when this inevitably fails, we shall try yet again. It's 5.
Okay.
Seems like it's a good plan so far.
Possibility. All right. Let's. That's a 10 though. So that's
Okay. So you're at a 15. Roll again.
10, 15. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
35.
35. That's a 16.
35, 45, 51, which is a +14.
So plus 14 to my maneuver gets me
Yeah,
up.
well, don't forget the -6. So
Minus-
you're at +8 to both.
Okay, so plus 8 to both. So that's my maneuver. That is 13 plus 8, so that's 21.
21 is very successful.
Okay. And to my, was it reality that we're going to use?
Yeah, if you try to climb up this thing, it's trying to sweep you off, and you are darting back and forth. You had a 20 what?
For my reality, plus 8 is also 21. 21 and 21.
Okay, so that is a good success. Would you like to make the robot very vulnerable or very stymied? Very vulnerable would reduce its defense if you attempt to.
Let's do that.
All right, and then a 21 to its reality, which is currently. I've written down in my notes from last week, combat ethic. Apparently, it was just very important that I maintain that. So at the 12, so that is a good success. All right, so what's your intent here?
Okay, so here's the deal.
So you didn't get an outstanding, so it's not player choice, but
I've picked up on the fact that this machine has the capability to integrate its pilots into the actual machine.
100%. Reggie's wet screams coming from the tank reinforce that.
As I am currently covered with occult tech,
You are currently
The
covered,
things
and
like-
a lot of it is outside your body now, thanks to Brother Block.
well, we're going to go ahead and replace some of that with the entire robot. The world's biggest implant.
Kowalski is the world's biggest implant.
No, the robot's my implant.
So you're going to attempt. You want to attempt to
I'm gonna become the robot.
become the robot.
Just like
Again, the one that the head is currently attached.
I mean, once I'm in the robot, we can just go ahead and pop him off.
Great.
Eject.
All right. So what I'm going to allow to happen this round is that failsafe that is currently taking over Reggie. You can trigger it and become the target of it, and will draw you inside the robot, and then you will have to battle for control of the robot against the voice of the
All
Headless.
right, let's do it.
All right. The robot sort of opens up. You smell the sweet scent of torment, which, I don't know if it turns your stomach anymore. And you guys see all of these cables kind of lash out, plugging themselves into various ports all over Kowalski's body. And descending down into the robot, it seals behind it.
Honey, I'm home.
Block stares up from beneath the foot of the giant robot and yells, "Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Kowalski?"
It is now another person's turn, because of course it is. Who's going to?
I'll take
Okay.
a stab in.
You'll take a stab at it? Nice.
Yep.
Driller up. Mr. Furious, that is worth a Tharcold possibility. I'll allow it. Alright, so what are you attempting here, Alistair?
So, now that I recognize that there's a Vril involved, I'm just going to take out my sword, the same thing that banished that crap the first time, and I'm just going to jam it into the power source and say, you should have stayed lost where I've lost you.
Okay. Nice.
And sacred weapon, the power source.
Let's do it. Reggie, you're about to be free. Not sure. Your character wants to be free. At this point. I think the sweet, sweet release of death is what he was secretly praying for.
We got robot Stockholm syndrome. Okay.
You got Geiger syndrome.
Oh.
Expect. Let's see, got a 21 on my melee weapons.
That is a good success.
Excellent.
You are now past the armor into what I like to call the gooey center of the robot.
And I will take my shock like a good hero would. 3 dice are coming. Hit it. Oh, look at that. I got a 1. I'm going to re-roll that because I have a trademark weapon. Okay. So that. 9. 15. 30. And it's sacred, so it can affect the astral and anything if it's allergic.
So you rolled a 30 on your damage.
I have.
First of all, damn. Second of all, that is up 15, which is 3 wounds and a shock. And that is a 1. Alistair, as the tank finally falls and you cut Reggie free, you kind of pull him out, and you see these tubes sort of popping free with a hiss of gas and bile from Reggie. Reggie, I haven't described your dream yet. Remember when those lions were coming at you?
Yeah.
Those lions in like the storm rolled in on the beach. There was lightning everywhere. Those lions suddenly developed tentacles. And the sweet, sweet release of death is the last thing you remember consciously praying for until you wake up in the Istanbulian sun and Alistair is pulling you free. You are slick with goo.
What? Oh. Do I have my weapons? And my coat?
Your coat is in shreds,
Right. Okay. So
but
no
the Lance of St. George is at hand.
Right. So I pull the Lance of St. George out of the wreckage. I turn to Alistair. Who needs killing?
Who are you pointing at, Alistair?
I'm gonna point at the Headless.
Fair enough.
Would you like to make a cold shot, Reggie?
Yes, I would like to burst his bubble.
I take it from the chat. It's 6.
-6. All right. I'm going to use my adamant round.
Okay.
AP4.
All right.
It's a 12. So that's no bonuses. But that is fire combat 20.
So -6.
-6,
is
so it's
14. Do you want? You're sitting on a stack of possibilities.
You know what? Yeah, let's burn some of these.
All right. Go for it.
That's a 10, so nothing. So it's a 5. Like, so it's 17. So that's 22, sorry.
Did that 10 explode?
Did not.
Oh, I see what you
Yeah,
mean. So
so
22.
22, so that's 8 plus the 28.
So 28 minus the 6 is 22.
22, yeah.
All right. You hit the robot. You hit the robot with a standard success. So what's the base damage of your weapon? Plus 4, and then -4 AP.
So that is 18.
18.
Would you like to trade for a coup de grace?
Do you have anything? He has
I don't have
nothing
anything in my
pool.
pool.
This is
so-
the first round that
Yeah.
you hit the glass, swear, and it shatters around the Headless. But the Headless is still in the robot.
All right. I break my gun, pop the shell out.
Kit, Shelley, and Morgan. I'm sorry, I'm going to reserve you
That's
for
fine.
the end.
That's fine.
Okay, question
Go on.
about the head and the robot.
Yes.
So, I'm assuming he's like plugged in on some sort of base
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to cast my harmonic wave on that.
To try and pop him free. of-
Yeah. Probably use a dice. So, a die. That was a 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and spin a possibility.
The wheel of metacurrency
And that was an 8.
was well greased. So you're at 13. So it's a +1.
Oh, right.
Do you have a Nile Empire possibility?
I do not.
Okay, so you do remember that you can at any point in Nile Empire spend a second possibility
Oh, to try and get a better one?
to try and get a better roll on your possibility roll.
Yeah, I want to do that. Okay, that one was better. It was a 19. Okay, so it's a 22
So it's a +8.
plus 8, and that is an alteration spell, which means it's a 23 against the target's dodge or dex.
A 23 against the target's dodge or dex. That is a good success.
Okay, then that is 10 damage that ignores armor plus 1 bonus die, which exploded. So 8. So
18.
18.
uh,
But 10 of it ignores armor.
right. Well, the whole thing ignores armor.
All of it ignores armor.
All of it ignores armor. You cast your harmonic wave right at the seam where the base of the Headless, and the whole thing pops off and goes flying about 4 yards and hits the ground as this wizened mechanical, head on a base. It can't talk anymore because the vapor that it used as its medium to speak. It hits and as it's it's flying, and as it hits the ground, you see dozens of mechanical legs sprout out, and it hits the ground and it catches itself. The legs flex and it looks right at you and glares.
Cool.
You got to be effing kidding.
It thinks it, but it can't say it. It makes mind contact. You have to be kidding me.
I just give it a wink.
What is going on with this game? Shelley and Morgan, you are up, and Malachi, you are also up.
Isn't that what?
I can see the B team is plotting
Okay.
on. I don't have time to look at the B team's plotting on, but they are.
I
Are there-
would like to cast plant shackles and capture the head of the Headless.
The voice of the Headless.
Well, the voiceless of the Headless now. Feel pretty good about that one.
No response.
Right. I would like to
You were trying to
restrain him.
capture it. Yes, no, that's fair. What is the target number for your plant shackles?
Dodger Dex.
Ooh, 16 for the tiny robot.
Okay. Ooh. 10 plus 12, 22. Nice. 22 to hit.
Well, that is a good success.
Okay. It would need to beat a DN 10 strength check to break free. Otherwise, it is restrained.
All right, so it is. So I have to make a check now. Or is
No, on your
it,
turn.
okay, so it's currently restrained, but it can break free with the DN10 strength check.
Yeah.
Cool. All
if
right.
somebody else, wants to like light it up or attack it because it can't move, there is that.
There is that. Shelly and Malachi, what are you doing?
Good lady Shelley. I know the good book says thou shalt not murder, but is there not a reason we should put an end to this head?
You shall not suffer a witch to live, I guess.
It goes both ways, man.
I mean, that which came out of the bowels of hell must return to it.
What your most powerful spell is your Hellfire spell? Or Miracle,
Infernal
rather? Is that the
Judgment.
one that does the most damage?
Infernal Judgment does the most.
Would either of them do damage without getting rid of the plants?
No, if I do Infernal Judgment, the plants will be toast.
That comes out of the bowels.
Dogathy will eat the plants. Nothing will go to waste. They'll be delicious, like fried Brussels sprouts. What is the defense of the Infernal Judgment?
It's against the Dodger Dex.
Okay, so if I diminish the dex of the head, it'll make it easier for you to hit him. So Malachi can do that. So Malachi will wave his hands and say, Shaquille O'Neal and free throws. The Washington Generals. I know I always use that one. And a Tesla self-driving computer in order to diminish his ability, to do things with dexterity.
She has no idea what's happening.
It's arcane. Like,
I love it. I
None
love
of
it.
that. We didn't go over any of that in our Delphi Council training.
What'd you get, Ben? The
Malachi does not know
Jacksonville
what that is.
Jaguars.
It's far out of his axiom, but he does know how to read. Okay. So that's an 8. So that's a 22 to the spirit or willpower of the voice of the Headless.
That is a good success.
Okay, so that will diminish his dexterity by 2. Dogathy will attempt to intimidate him with a 13.
No.
All right. She's scary, but he's good with dogs.
Yeah. Also, Dogathy, has a thing for megalomaniacal headless things. So, Shelly.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Spend a possibility. Okay. So 19 is 6 to my faith of 17. So 23 against its Dodger Dex.
It's only at 14 now, so you're at a good success. You're only one off from a outstanding success.
I have willpower.
That'll do it. Outstanding success against the voice of the Headless.
So brandishing the slightly charred crucifix that we found in that monastery that we may or may not have burned down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that crucifix was charred after the encounter with the B team, not necessarily
The
before.
monastery had it coming.
That monastery did have it coming.
She will look and yell, "Hell is your lot. You are doomed to eternal perdition. Not lies beyond your grave, but a gulf of devouring flames." And so you said it's an outstanding?
I sadly did say that.
Great. So that's 6 extra damage, and the initial damage is my faith, which is 17. So 17 plus 6. So 23
23.
points. And
All of the
It's-
voice of the Headless's armor bonus to his toughness came from the shell that you cracked. Also, it's a force field on the robot.
Woo.
I'm gonna spend a possibility. So
Can I?
you can negate if he has to spend another possibility.
Okay.
So right now his toughness, you got a what? A 20 bajillion?
3.
A 23? So that is currently a lot of wounds. 3 wounds in station. It's a 10. 5. 15 is 10 gave me hope. And plus 2. I assume you're going to negate the possibility that I'm about to spend too.
Yeah. If I can.
You totally can. All right. So a +2 to his reality roll. His reality of 12 is a 14, which means he only soaks one of those wounds. Shelly, what does it look like?
It's just this gout of flame. There's a faint popping noise before it happens. And then
And a
there's-
larger one after.
Somewhere you hear a large rodent scream. And just this wall of flame that like blue on the bottom, like up to bright orange, just kind of bursts out of the ground.
All right. And with that, the Fet 5 witnessed the end of the voice of the Headless.
Woo!
I pull out the stack of cash that I owe him and toss it in his direction.
The gentleman always faces death.
Zorba's turn.
Chips I've stolen from his bar.
Zorba, it is your action. What are you doing, buddy?
What do I need to do to make Apophis love me more?
Well, so it will be an opposed persuasion test. Now,
Okay.
Dr. Mobius is looking rather worse for wear thanks to Malachi's chanting
Mhm.
and diminishing.
Yeah.
This is essentially a dramatic task.
Okay.
So it's a step. So you've already completed step A. You've initiated that. This is step B.
And it's I need to basically make a charisma check opposing.
Now, at any point, you could instead open dim thread to create a teleportation point to somewhere else in the map.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just so you know,
Yeah.
if Mobius regains control, that is what he is doing.
Yeah, okay. No, then I'm 100% going to dim thread directly to Apophis. And I am going to use my always prepared requisition test to have a bouquet of golden roses in my hand to lay at the feet of the darkness device.
More like
Is he into flowers?
What?
It?
Who knows?
like yellow flowers, or like made of gold.
No.
Made of gold.
That sounds really nice.
Malachi will shout to you, Zorba, that spell is going to wear off.
Sopa doesn't believe you?
One more round and he's popped back to
No attention.
And he's well, no, because he'll use it if he can wrestle it back to me. I'm just gonna go to Apophis directly. Make my charisma checks there.
No.
If you can't,
Gabe, would you like a willpower card just in case?
are you? I don't have anything in my pool at the moment.
Ah, okay.
Would you
Bummer.
All right.
like this? I don't know. That's the only thing in my hand.
Nah.
So,
Yeah.
No.
you and Dr. Mobius disappear from the battlefield.
Okay.
We will come back to you.
Sure.
Wait. Now what do we do?
Well, so here's my question for you guys. There are no other enemies. There
I want to
is.
get my friends.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I can take over this robot.
You,
without
well, you
trouble?
can shut it down and jettison, or you can contain and control the robot and be Mecha Kowalski
That's
for
the
rest of
plan.
the adventure.
The plan is to become Mega Devil,
Well-
Guardian of
Yeah,
Istanbul.
but you would have to keep her allies
Invincible.
inside.
Yeah, you should let the
Okay,
friends
can I
out
pop
first.
them out?
No, it's one or the other. Kowalski.
Can they
It's
willingly be
slave.
part of it?
Do you?
Yeah, can I use power with my psychic energy now?
No, it requires 5 willing participants.
Or unwilling.
Or unwilling. Thank you. It requires 5 Storm Knights.
So it's reality powered.
Is,
Okay.
Did
Is
you
there-
ask them if they want to do it?
Well, so here's my thing. There are, all right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. And you guys know we're one of the steel ovens.
Oh, all right.
Do you guys want to try and end
Yep.
steal it tonight?
As a robot? Yes.
So
As Ultraman
I was gonna say.
Faites 5, join the 2 robots together and have an 8-person mech.
My head pops
Yep.
up and is like, all right, who wants to Voltron?
Then I want you to acknowledge what I've just said.
I call left leg.
Are you guys going after the Stela?
If we know where one is,
You
let's
guys
do it.
do happen to know where one is on the Nile Empire side of this.
Okay.
I leave a note for Zorba.
Anyone like some
Go for it, Shelly.
does anybody need some healing before we run away?
I have 1 wound. No, wait, no, I don't. Yeah, I'm good.
My body is a robot.
You probably should still.
A robot in pain.
Yeah, you should definitely. So fun.
Alistair, Reggie, Morrigan, Malachi, and Block, are you going with them to try and defeat this Stela?
Well, they're gonna need help if they're gonna go after that. Those things don't like to be messed with, and they usually tend to fight back.
All right.
If he's taking my friends with him, yes, I am following this.
No, we're taking their spots, aren't we?
You can choose to take their spots if you like.
Who wants to sit an amniotic sac, man?
Just not selling it, man.
Tobacco. That sounds nice.
Aren't the rest of the pods less gross?
No. We're all like,
Were they less gross before you took over?
no.
Oh, wonderful.
Some nice. This is some
What's
good.
that, Dogathy? You smell Gospog. Lead the way to the buffet.
Yeah, I think that'd be a much more armored way of doing spells. I think that'd be fun.
All right, so there's spots for 5 people. All of Morrigan's old team does not wish to be a part of
Okay,
this.
so
Who would like to be in the bot as you guys do this? Kid is just like, I get to live my best armored life. So Kay and Kid and Kowalski are in the bot.
I don't know
You
if
do
you
not
can,
have to
but
be.
Ginny's super in.
There needs to be 3 more to activate.
Malachi will return to the bot because of the beautiful dream where he became the Dark One.
Brother Block, are you in?
No, Brother Block is going to stay outside.
All right.
all right, I'll pick him up
Wait,
and put
he's
him on my
going
shoulder.
with. I'm just not going to join with the
Yeah.
bot.
Yeah. So you're just gonna ride along.
So 2 more if you
Yep.
guys want this to happen. Reggie, there's no place for
Oh,
you
well,
out
then,
here anymore.
well, then Brother Block will get in. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Because it's not the headless. We still get to keep our own minds, right?
I'm just
Yeah.
imagining that once a Storm Knight gets plugged into the bot, like that part of the bot like starts changing to kind of like
Take
look
on
like
the
them.
personality. Yeah.
Like if blocks in an arm, it grows a hammer at the end.
We saw that happen. Yeah. All right.
Before I go, I bend down to Kara and like
The giant robot.
eyes. No Atomo. I Superman.
You say, souls don't die.
Exactly.
Well done. Please enjoy these puns.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, as the Morgan, you see members of the B team, members of the Fet 5 get into the robot. Kit is like, woohoo! Your team are gently transported down from the bot by Kowalski's clumsy crushing robot. I mean, gently taken down by the robot's arms. You see all of them, all of your friends, whose names I happen to have right here. Stefan the dwarf, the Viking who looks gaunt, thin, tattoos standing out starkly on his ashen, sunken cheeks. Hattori, the small electric samurai from Pan Pacifica. RWA,
How big?
the robot.
Oh.
No samurai.
A strange robot of unknown origin. And Jennifer, the spy from Core
She sounds amazing. Hi.
Earth. That's her thing.
Codename Pumpkin Spice.
How do you react? Do you go with the Fet 5 or do you stay here?
I want to make sure that my friends will be okay. Is there somewhere that I can kind of put them to make sure they're okay? Like, I don't want to leave the Fet 5 who, like, rescued me, took me in.
Is that
helped
true?
me. Like, I'm not going to leave them on their own.
Okay. Yeah, you can take them to the medical tent.
Okay.
And all the other
So,
villains
yeah.
are gone now.
Yeah. Morgan, what's going on?
Well, that pillar of fire destroyed the guy that was telepathically controlling you. Telekinetically he was controlling you with his mind. Yeah. Stay here. Here, and I put my dragon on top of him. I say, he'll watch you.
All right. Are you then jumping up into
Yeah.
the bot? Are you taking the fifth seat?
I guess so.
All right.
Who are the
Al-
5 seats?
So the seats are Kowalski, Kit, Brother Block, Morgan, and Reggie. Reggie can't deal with the outside right now. Yeah.
Oh, was Malachi coming?
Oh, they're coming. They're just not in the.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So. What happens later that evening is spoken of for months afterwards. Possibility energy that flooded the eastern side of Istanbul, the retreat of Dr. Mobius, the film that somehow mysteriously got smuggled out of the production site before it was bombed by Mobius's men. And the fact that a stela was taken down. The eastern side of Istanbul, it broke the network, returned to core Earth. What lies in store for the B team and the Fet 5? That is not what we're telling tonight, but a much-deserved rest on an actual beach for them is in their near future. There is also somewhere in the Nile Empire hiss, pop, and a wet splat as more goo hits the ground. There are two people, beautiful in their androgyny, although if you look really carefully, one has a thin mustache, the other one has long hair. And you hear the Weeks, Master, but we have returned you. The new clone was prepared as you requested. Find me Kowalski and Kit. So, you arrive in the base of a pyramid. All dust kind of flying to the far ends, the dim thread tree, or the dim thread cracks, and you appear in the base of this pyramid. Standing in the center, you see no exits. The air is stale as if it had not moved for quite a while. And you see a black obsidian idol in the image of Sebek, crocodile-headed Egyptian god, 5 foot tall. Next to Sebek, Dr. Mobius lunges for the statue. Energy sort of crackles. And you hear from the statue, Mobius has won me much. The void and I are pleased with the destruction he has wrought. Can you truly tell me you will do better?
I just pull out my soul-eating black blade and kneel and bow and lay it at Apophis' feet.
And that is where we are going to end for right now. B team, chat, Fet 5. We will be back. We're taking next week off. We will be back with a series of small one-shots. I'm not sure what I'm going to run, but I feel like we need a break after this. This was a pretty major, epic climax to everything that the Fet 5 has been doing. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with a couple of one-shots, and then I will reveal where we are going from here. But chat, I hope you enjoyed it. Fet 5, B team, did you guys have fun?
That was awesome.
That was my dream.
It has been a wild, wild ride with the Fet 5. I'm not saying that we're done telling stories with the Fet 5, but after the last 2 weeks, I sort of need just a little a mental palate cleanser, if you will. So we're going to run a couple of one-shots on the screen. We're going to surprise. Yes, Greg, it was a heck of a cliffhanger. I'm glad you were here for it. It was a crazy, crazy, wonderful, wonderful ride for the last 2 weeks. B team, thank you for stepping in as always, and saving the day. We know in the B team here, we're gonna have a glory. It's just the way things work.
It is how it works.
So, Bubba Ray, thank you for joining us, and I will be back on Thursday with the last part of our look at horror. We're gonna be covering noetic horror on Behind the Screen. Really looking forward to that. And then I'm pulling up my calendar. There we go. Come on, Kim. This Saturday, Evan and I will be interviewing Rick Meitz, who's the president of Chaosium. We're going to be talking about the wonderful new edition of Meitz's Index to Glorata. And then on the 29th, we are going to be taking a look at Swords of the Serpentine on the Iconic Podcast. And we will be back on the 31st with a one-shot of something. I'm not saying what it is. I need to decide what it is. But I think that whatever we do, we're going to have a good time. them. So, and we will be back to Torg. Have no worries. So, until next time, a huge thanks to the Fat Five, a huge thanks to the B team, a huge thanks to our chat and all of our patrons that let us do this, and a huge thank to Greg and the team who continue to produce just amazing Torg Eternity products. I am JM. This is the Fat Five and the B team, and we will see you all in 2 weeks for more gaming on the Iconic Production channel. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming. We'll see you all then. Have a good one.